if your hands or feet ever feel like they're being pierced by countless tiny needles, if there's a burning, buzzing, or numb sensation that won't let you rest, I need you to pause whatever you're doing right now and pay very close attention, because what I'm about to explain could be the difference between regaining control of your body or slowly losing it. Not long ago, one of my patients came to me terrified. She had lost feeling in her fingertips. Simple tasks like holding a spoon, buttoning a shirt, or feeling the warmth of her granddaughter's hand had become difficult or impossible. She assumed this was just old age and that nothing could be done. But within just 14 days, she started to feel her fingers again, using something inexpensive, widely available, and shockingly overlooked. And here's the part that genuinely frightens me. If you ignore tingling, numbness, or burning in your hands and feet, you're not simply dealing with discomfort, you are allowing ongoing nerve damage. Damage that can quietly progress into balance problems. Dangerous falls, loss of coordination, complete loss of sensation, and ultimately, a devastating loss of independence. The good news, if you catch this early enough, nerve damage can often be slowed, stopped, and in many cases, reversed. And today, I'm going to walk you through exactly how that happens. I'm Dr. Emily Carter, and for decades, I've dedicated my work to helping people over 60 protect their health, mobility, and independence. What I'm about to share is based on real clinical experience, not trends, not hype, not miracle cures. By the end of this message, you'll understand which vitamin your nerves are desperately lacking, why it plays such a powerful role in nerve repair, how much you actually need for healing, and the critical mistakes that stop most seniors from ever seeing results. Before we continue, take a moment and tell me your age and what country you're watching from. I read every comment, and it helps me create information that truly serves people like you around the world. Now, let me ask you something important. Have you noticed any of these warning signs? Tingling in your hands or feet when you lie down at night. Trouble sensing hot or cold water. Difficulty fastening buttons. Zippers or jewelry. A burning sensation in your feet that never fully goes away, feeling unsteady while walking, as if you can't quite feel where your feet are. If you recognized even one of these, your nerves are already sending out a distress signal, and ignoring that signal is a mistake far too many people make. Let me explain what's really happening inside your body, because once you understand this, everything changes. Your nervous system is essentially an electrical communication network. Nerves carry messages from your brain to every part of your body, telling your muscles how to move, your skin what it's touching, and your balance system, where you are in space. But these nerves are fragile. Each nerve is wrapped in a protective coating, much like insulation around an electrical wire. This coating keeps signals strong, fast, and accurate. As we age, especially after 60, our body becomes less capable of maintaining and repairing this protective layer. When it begins to break down, nerves become exposed and damaged. Signals misfire. Messages get distorted. That's when symptoms appear. Pins and needles, numbness, burn and pain, loss of coordination, weak grip strength, poor balance. Here's the life-changing truth. Most people are never told there is one specific vitamin your body absolutely depends on to maintain and repair that protective nerve coating. Without it, nerve healing simply cannot occur. With it, nerves can begin repairing themselves, sometimes faster than you'd ever expect. That vitamin is vitamin B1, also known as thiamine. This isn't speculation. This isn't theory. I've seen the result with my own eyes. I've watched people who couldn't hold a cup regain control of their hands. I've seen patients who feared walking regain confidence and stability. I've seen individuals return to gardening, cooking, sewing, and even dancing, activities they believed were lost forever. These are not rare miracles. They are predictable outcomes when a severe B1 deficiency is corrected properly. Your body is not broken beyond repair. It is deprived. Think of vitamin B1 like oil in an engine. Without oil, parts grind, overheat, and eventually fail. With oil, everything moves smoothly and efficiently. B1 plays that exact role in your nervous system. It protects nerve fibers, supports signal transmission, and fuels nerve repair. When B1 is low, nerve signals become chaotic. Sensation fades. Coordination suffers. Balance disappears. When B1 is restored, the healing process begins. Many people tell me it feels like someone slowly turned the lights back on in their body. Now, here's the shocking part. Most adults over 60 believe they get enough B1 from food. Most of them are wrong. Research shows a significant percentage of older adults are deficient, and the risk increases dramatically if you take certain common medications. There are 3 major reasons this happens. First, stomach acid declines with age. Less acid means poorer absorption. Even if you eat B1-rich foods, your body may only absorb a fraction of what it once did. Second, common medications silently drain B1. Diabetes medications like metformin, diuretics for blood pressure, and even acid-reducing drugs can all deplete B1 over time. Third, modern food processing removes B1 from many staple foods. White flour, white rice, processed meals. They provide calories, not nourishment. Let me give you a real example. A 71-year-old patient came to me convinced he had irreversible nerve damage. His feet felt numb, like walking on thick socks. Driving felt unsafe. He was terrified. His tests showed severe B1 deficiency caused by medications he'd taken for years. Within weeks of proper supplementation, sensation began returning. His confidence returned. His fear disappeared. And that's when I realized how many people are suffering unnecessarily. Every day with low B1 allows nerve damage to progress. Early damage is reversible. Long-term damage may not be. Time matters. And B1 doesn't just affect nerves. Low levels are linked to chronic fatigue, brain fog, memory problems, poor mood, balance issues. Now let me explain exactly what to do, because details matter. First, choose the right form. Regular thiamine breaks down too quickly. The form shown to work best for nerve repair is Always read the label. Look specifically for benfotiamine. Second, dosage matters. For nerve repair, most people need 150 to 300 milligrams daily. B1 is water-soluble. Excess is safely eliminated. Toxicity has never been documented. Third, timing matters. Take it in the morning with food, ideally with a little healthy fat to improve absorption. Consistency is critical. Missed days and progress slows. Here's what most people experience. Week 1, more energy, clearer thinking. Week 2, reduced tingling. Weeks 3 to 4, better sensation and balance. Months 2 to 3, major improvement in daily function. One of my patients, Margaret, feared losing her independence. She couldn't feel buttons, dropped everything, and had already fallen twice. After correcting her B1 deficiency, she regained sensation, balance, and dignity. She returned to sewing, something she loved deeply. Her body healed itself once. It had what it needed. Before you start, 3 important cautions. Get tested if possible. Speak with your doctor if you have kidney disease or complex medical conditions. Inform your doctor if you take medications that affect B1 for best results. B1 works synergistically with B6 and B12. A quality B complex can amplify healing. Your action plan. Start benfotiamine daily. Add a B complex, track symptoms weekly. Follow up with your doctor. Avoid alcohol. Stay hydrated. Eat whole foods. You do not have to accept nerve damage as your future. Your body wants to heal. If this message helped you, comment below and share your symptoms. Someone else may need to hear your story. Your best years are not behind you. They are still within reach. Take care of your nerves. Give them the B1 they're crying out for. Let me be very clear about something that most people daren't realize until it's too late. Nerve damage does not usually arrive suddenly. It creeps in quietly. At first, it's just a little tingling. Then mild numbness, you ignore. Then balance issues, you blame on age. And one day, you wake up and realize your body no longer responds the way it used to. This slow progression is what makes nerve damage so dangerous. People wait. They hope it will go away. They tell themselves, it's not that bad yet. But nerves don't heal on their own when the deficiency remains. Every single day your body's low in B1. Those nerve fibers are under attack. Shigenaris uikun. Protective layers thin. Communication between your brain and body breaks down a little more. That's why falls become so common after 60. It's not clumsiness. It's not weakness. It's faulty nerve signaling. Your feet can't properly tell your brain where the ground is. Your brain can't respond fast enough to correct your balance. And one small misstep can change your life forever. I've seen it happen too many times. A minor fall becomes a broken hip. A broken hip becomes loss of independence. Loss of independence becomes depression, isolation, and rapid physical decline. And what breaks my heart is this. So many of these cases could have been prevented. Now here's another truth most people don't hear. Doctors are trained to treat diseases, not deficiencies. When you complain of numbness, tingling, or burning, you're often told, it's neuropathy. It's age-related. There's nothing we can do except manage symptoms. So you're given pain medications or nerve blockers or told to monitor it. But painkillers don't heal nerves. They only numb the warning signal. That's like turning off a fire alarm while the house is still burning. Vitamin B1 doesn't mask symptom. It addresses the root cause, the biological fuel your nerves need to survive and repair. And here's something very important. Even people who eat healthy are often deficient. Why? Because stress burns through B1 rapidly. Because sugar and refined carbs drain B1. Because alcohol, even small amounts, destroys B1 reserves. Because chronic illness increases B1 demand. So if you've lived a long life, raised a family, worked hard, dealt with stress, illness, medications, your B1 reserves may already be depleted. Your body has been running on empty for years. That's why some people feel improvement shockingly fast when they finally replenish it. Their nervous system isn't broken. It's starved. Now, I want to address a fear many people have. Some asked me, Doctor, what if it's too late for me? Here's the honest answer. If nerve damage has been present for decades, full reversal may not always be possible. But improvement is almost always possible. And even partial improvement can mean fewer falls, better balance, less pain, more confidence, more independence. Healing doesn't have to be perfect to be like. Even regaining 30 to 40% sensation can restore safety and dignity. And remember this, nerves heal slowly, but they do heal. They regenerate millimeter by millimeter, week by week, month by month. That's why patience and consistency matter more than anything. Skipping doses, stopping early, giving up too soon. These are the biggest reasons people fail. Not because B1 doesn't work, but because they don't give it enough time. Think of it like rebuilding damaged wiring in a house. You don't flip one switch and expect everything to work instantly. You repair section by section until the lights stay on. That's exactly how nerve healing works. And one more critical point I need you to hear. If you are feeling numbness without pain, that can actually be more dangerous. Pain is a warning. Complete numbness means the signal is already fading. That's why people with advanced nerve damage burn themselves, cut themselves, or fall without feeling it. If sensation is fading, action becomes urgent. Do not wait for pain to convince you. Act while healing is still possible. Let me leave you with this. Your hands allow you to care for yourself. Your feet allow you to move freely. Your nerves protect your independence. They deserve attention, not neglect. A simple vitamin deficiency should never steal your quality of life. Start now. Be consistent. Give your body what it has been asking for. And remember, aging does not mean surrendering control. With the right knowledge and the right action, your body can still surprise you. Let me say this as clearly as possible. If your hands or feet are tingling, burning, or going numb, your body is not whispering. It is warning you. And the most dangerous thing you can do right now is ignore it. Because nerve damage doesn't announce itself loudly. It doesn't come crashing in overnight. It sneaks in quietly. First, it's a mild pins and needles feeling. You brush off. Then it's numb toes. You joke about. Then it's unsteady walking. You blame on age. Until one day, you realize your body no longer feels like your own. This is how people lose independence without noticing it happening. And here's the truth. Nobody tells you. By the time nerve damage becomes severe, it didn't start last month. It started years ago. Every single day, your nerves don't get what they need. The damage quietly deepens. That's why waiting is dangerous. Now, let me clear up one big lie. You may have been told, this is just aging. It's neuropathy. Nothing can be done. Learn to live with it. That advice is incomplete and often wrong. Because in a shocking number of cases, nerve damage isn't caused by aging itself. It's caused by a missing nutrient. Your nervous system cannot survive without this nutrient. Nerves cannot repair. Without it, protective nerve coating breaks down. Without it, signals misfire, fade, or disappear. And that nutrient is vitamin B1. When B1 runs low, your nervous system slowly begins to fail. Balance weakens. Grip strength fades. Sensation dulls. And most people don't connect the dots. What makes this even more dangerous is that numbness without pain is often worse than pain itself. Pain is a warning sign. Numbness means the signal is already fading. That's why people with nerve damage fall without knowing why, burn themselves without feeling it, lose balance, suddenly drop objects constantly. And once falls begin, everything changes. One fall can mean a broken hip, months in bed, loss of independence, depression, rapid decline. I've seen it again and again. And what hurts the most? Many of these falls were preventable because the nerves weren't broken beyond repair. They were starving. Now here's something critical you need to understand. Even if you eat healthy, even if you take other vitamins, even if your doctor never mentioned it, you can still be dangerously low in B1. Why? Because aging reduces absorption, stress burns through B1 fast sugar, and refined carbs drain B1 alcohol, destroys B1. Common medications quietly deplete B1, so a lifetime of hard work, stress, illness, and medication slowly empties your reserves. Your nervous system has been running on empty for years. That's why people are shocked when improvement starts quickly. It feels almost unbelievable. Hands feel warmer. Feet feel more alive. Balance improves. Confidence returns. Not because of magic, but because the body finally received what it needed. Now let me address a fear many people have, but don't say out loud. What if it's too late for me? Here's the honest answer. Even when nerve damage has been present for years, improvement is still possible. And improvement doesn't need to be perfect to change your life. Even partial recovery can mean fewer falls, safer walking, less burning, better sleep, more independence. Healing nerves takes time. They regenerate slowly, millimeter by millimeter, week by week, month by month. That's why consistency matters more than anything. Skipping days delays healing. Stopping early cancels progress. This is not a one-day fix. It's a rebuilding process, like repairing damaged wiring, section by section, until the lights stay on. And one more thing you need to hear. Your hands are not optional. Your feet are not replaceable. Your nerves protect your freedom. Losing sensation doesn't just affect comfort. It affects dignity. It affects safety. It affects independence. A simple deficiency should never take that away from you. If you are noticing tingling, numbness, burning, weakness, or balance problems, this is your moment to act. Not later. Not when it gets worse. Now, start supporting your nerves. Be consistent. Give your body the fuel it has been asking for. And remember this: growing older does not mean surrendering control of your body. With the right knowledge and the right action, your body can still heal and still surprise you.